who you are. I've lived a whole life now of this book you have in front of you, it's $19 fucking. And I've given everything I have, all my best information on it. Because 99% of people don't do anything about it. I can sit here, by the way, when I tell you this emphatic plea that I'm giving right now, I'm going to open this up to Q&A because I want to get into very hardcore details because I think I'm establishing my philosophy here. It's going to be great, better than you think, right? All that, and you know what's going to happen? 1.5 of you are going to do something about it. Because you'll be riled up right now. I see a lot of head shaking. I've done this a long time. I see people who are in the sales business who are hearing me loud and clear because, guys, I'm not a futurist. I'm not a blogger. I'm a fucking salesman, businessman. So what I'm saying makes sense to those people. People are like, Gary, why are you always able to make sense or make sales to the people that always say shit? I'm like, because you're a fluffy bullshit, you don't know shit about social media and how it actually works in business guy, and I'm a businessman. And that usually hurts their feelings. But that's what I'm talking about here, my friends. We are living through a real humongous opportunity, and we are grossly missing the arbitrage of leveling up and becoming a brand in a B2B environment when the cost of entry is zero. Nobody here 15 years ago thought about the following. Gary's right. Let's go buy a printing press and start a magazine. Nobody here 15 years ago said, Gary's right. Let's go back home and invest in a satellite. We're going to shoot that shit in space and we're going to start a network. And now you can for nothing. And you're letting it slide by because there are these incredible companies in the world that are building these tools that are so amazing that they're taking time and efficiency away from you. But instead of you taking that and deploying it and building up your brand and making yourself a business forever, you're taking it and, I don't know, watching fucking House of Cards an entire Saturday. It's true. It's the truth. So that's what I think is going on. And I think it's grosser than you think. Watch this. This is for my own self. How many people in this room now watching television outside of live sports watch it, not when it actually airs, but you watch it on your time, or you watch HBO Go, Netflix, you DVR or TiVo, everything? Raise your hand. Weird, everybody. Stick with me here. How many of you, when given the option, fast forward every single commercial? Curious, everybody. And even if the people that buy television commercials get lucky enough that you actually see a commercial, not using technology to get away from it because your remote control fell off your bed, right? And that commercial runs, every single person in this room grabs their phone and checks their business email, tweets about what LeBron just did, checks their Instagram. People love talking about live sports still being valuable commercial time. The biggest spike in Twitter activity is during live sports commercial time. I promise you that when you're talking about Steph Curry's 90-footer, you're not paying attention to that Jeep going up the fucking mountain. Yet, I live in a little bit of a different world than you guys live in, yet I live in a world where that bottled water in front of you and every other big brand in the world is spending $80 billion producing 30-second videos, spending hundreds of millions of dollars distributing those videos in front of a place where none of you are paying attention. Old habits die hard. You can work, and there's tweaks on making email work better and sales work better, but what happens when big things happen, like Google realizes they're vulnerable to Newsfeed and Facebook, and they have to change their Gmail to create a promotions tab, which wasn't so fun for so many of us. And what happens when those kids invent that thing that blocks anything that you never wanted, ever, again, to get to you? No, Siri. So, I would hope, and what I'm here for, and I'm being very selfish, I'm looking for one email 38 months from now. This is what I do for a living. This is really, at this point in my career, this is why I stand on stage. I'm looking for one person. Harold. Catherine. Catherine, where the fuck are you in here? Catherine. Thank you, Catherine. Who's going to email me in 38 months and say, you know what? I put in 5, 3, 9 hours a day to level up our business's brand while using the best tools so that we could still stay alive, leveled up our brand, and now, after 2 years where none of it made sense, and there was no ROI, there's no ROI in brands, my friend. It's not a transaction. It's not math. It's art. You can't touch it. It doesn't work that way. But I can tell you, because I sell B2B stuff, that you can spend no money hitting up micro Instagram influencers to do integrated shots of them sitting in their office and using your B2B solution over their shoulder, and they have 800 people that follow them, and you paid them $10 to post it, and they've only got 49 people that follow them, but 13 of them are decision makers because they all run in very little circles and they're very easy to get to. My friends, level up your thinking in sales and marketing, because unlike 40-year-olds, real quick, unlike what we grew up with, this market is unforgiving. Shit's changing fast. Us 40-year-olds, we had it good. It stayed pretty stable for 3, 5, 7, 9, 14 years in a row. And for us 40-year-olds in here, and everybody outside that lovely lady over there that isn't retiring, it's going to get faster. And we are going to get tricked more than the kids because we're used to it taking 3, 5, 9, because Snapchat's only for 14-year-olds until next year when 40 and 50-year-olds are using it at scale and it sucks up their time. And please, let's leave with a couple of last things that I want to go into Q&A. Social media, definition, the current state of the internet. Social media is the slang term for the current state of the internet. You mean social media? Would we all agree that this has now become the singular most important device that sucks our attention in the world? Can we agree on this? I don't even travel with my laptop anymore. I literally work on this. Right? This is number one. This is the TV. The TV is the radio. Got it? And it's 1965. And you know what Facebook and Snapchat and YouTube and Instagram are? They're ABC and NBC and CBS. And you know what's going to happen? The people in this room that figure out how to create MASH and Seinfeld are going to win. Got it? So, social media, that fluffy little thing, weird. 53% of every minute of attention of every American, on average, the whole loop, in this country, 53% of our attention on this device is spent on social networks. With gaming, with calendar apps, checking your cholesterol every fucking 30 seconds. 53% of our attention on this device is social networks. Do you have the audacity to now leave this conference and continue to underestimate it? If you do, you deserve to be proud of business. Thank you.